Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio, let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hello, and welcome to BKS1. The Owl Show is your girl, Latoya Chanel. And I know, you are used to seeing me here sitting with somebody either to my left or my right. But shout out to my partner, to my friend, Miss Queen B, who is still on the mend, and she will be back hopefully next week. So sending love and sending light and sending some healing to her because, we always need her on this show, right? And shout out to my friends, from my BKS1 family that usually comes and helps me out. That's Jason Fatlace, who will always come and help me out, or either Tiffany, who will come and help me out as well. But they are not in the building, so y'all are just getting me, and y'all are just gonna have to be happy with that. I mean, if you are, great, I love you. If not, hey, whatever, it is what it is. But in the meantime, we are having a bit of some technical difficulties tonight with Facebook. So for everybody who usually watches on who usually watches on Facebook, make sure you go on over to YouTube, and that's BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. So however, I know these folks are on YouTube now, but I just want you to know that it is in my link on Facebook so everybody can, get on over there. In the meantime, I am not in the studio by myself. I do have an amazing guest that is in the studio with me, and I'm going to bring him on camera in a minute. So for those of you who have been loyal watchers, you all remember Queen B and I used to have our own theme song for when the show started. This was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. We had a theme song that was Only Women Wear High Heels, and that was when the show was actually titled Only Women Wear High Heels, and that was the acronym for OWL. Since then, we've kind of discovered that only women don't wear high heels. So we kind of had to change the title to that, to Outstanding Women Who Help Heal, and that helped to change the trajectory of what it is we talk about, because we begin to talk about healing individually, healing in our community, healing in relationships, healing in love, healing within yourself, all of the things, right? So we couldn't use the song anymore, which was the worst part, but maybe we might get another one. I don't know. If I play my cards right tonight, we might get another theme song. But please help me welcome in the actual studio, producer, singer, drummer, man of God, extraordinaire, Mr. Kenny Black, everybody. Welcome.
Good.
Welcome. You are back. You have made it back in the studio with us. I feel like was it before the pandemic?
I don't even remember. It was a while ago.
I feel like it was before the pandemic.
It probably was.
Okay,
I don't remember no mask.
Right. We were not wearing no mask. People weren't afraid. Yeah, this was pre-pandemic. Yeah. So you're talking about like 6 or 7 years ago at this point.
It's been a minute.
Yes, but listen, welcome back. We are. I know B is missing this right now, but we are happy to have you back in the studio.
Shout out to B.
Yes, because we missed you. It's been a time. It's been a long time since you've been here. So I just want to do the catch up. I said this was going to be the Kenny Black. What did I call it? Catching Up with Kenny Black.
Yeah,
that's what I
said.
What you said. That's what this segment is going to be called, Catching Up with Kenny Black. So I'm saying to you now, what's going on? How have you been since we saw you last?
Well, I've been good. I mean, a lot has happened since you're talking about some years.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I'm going to just stop right here. You said something. I was thinking I was going to ask you. I'm like, y'all got a theme song? Because I want to do the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
I'm gonna work on
so
that
listen.
for
So
y'all.
look, we got that out the way in the first few minutes.
Yeah. Just tackle that. Throw that right.
Yeah,
out.
yes. Just listen, we got you. We already got you. We need another one. Like I said, it was out. It was only women wear high heels, but now that's not true.
Absolutely.
So, outstanding women who help heal. So now we have to have something that goes along with that. Something melodic and
that's easy.
You know, because it's healing.
Okay.
You know, so we need music that promotes healing. You know, again.
I can do that.
Okay. All right. So that's a good thing. Yes. So again, what's going on with you?
Well, right now, wow, it's a lot going on. My life has transitioned from music into. I've always been in ministry.
Yeah.
But it's more ministry now, more ministry than music. But the music is still kind of there.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. I've been preaching. You know,
I love that.
Sunday mornings preaching.
Okay.
Actually, Sunday I preached twice. I preached in the morning and in the afternoon.
Oh, you got the morning service and the evening service.
I did both services. So
okay.
Like, I mean, my mind is still blown by the things that God is doing in my life now. I can't say that I never knew that I would be preaching. I kind of seen it. I kind of like ran from it. Because
don't all preachers do that?
Yeah, I mean, I come from a line of preachers. You know, my dad's a pastor, my mom.
Yeah.
My uncle, my aunts. I come from a line of preachers.
Yeah.
You know, but that's something that I always ran from. Like, nah, that's not something I want to do. But
most folks in ministry run from their calling.
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing. That's the going thing.
Yeah. But I found out why run from something that God is trying to give you?
Right.
If He's giving you something, why are you running from it? That means it's for you. So, you know, I'm still embracing it, and you know, I'm actually loving it. You know, I'm getting used to it, and you know.
What's the church?
Well, I'm still at my dad's church, Rivers of Living Water Ministries, but I actually just started recently a fellowship called UCKM, which stands for Uncommon Collaboration Kingdom Movement. So what that is just a fellowship of the way God gave it to me is just a lot of my friends that are preachers, overseer Jason Hendrickson, that's my brother. We did a lot of music together. Him and some more of my friends and family. It's like we're coming together on this one day. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. We're worshiping God together. So we use our gifts. You know, my gifts is still music, preaching. Your gift may be singing. Let's put it together and make it do something. So that's what it's really about. You know what I mean? It's really about the kingdom and souls. That's it.
So a lot has changed since you were here last.
Yeah.
Look, a lot has changed since you were here last.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. I want to come back to this.
Okay.
Because when you were here last, you were heavy into music. That was all you were doing. Right. Was strictly music, producing, drumming, touring.
Yeah.
All of the things. You said it's more preaching now than music. How does that transition feel?
To be honest with you, it's kind of just flowing because I thought it would be difficult because I'm like, man, I gotta kind of put this music down, but it's kind of working together. That's what's so dope about it, and that's why I believe that it seems like everything that I've been planning in music, like I've written songs years ago that now I can listen to and be like, wait a minute, that was prophetic. I could use that for right now. So some of the songs people are going to start hearing was probably done 6 or 7 years ago. But I thought it was for then, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Let me just sit this in the hard drive. And God is like, no, I'm going to use that now. So, I mean, I'm in the studio working every night. And I'm working, and then I'm studying. So it's like, it's going hand in hand. Like, I find myself, I just recently came back from Africa, and that was really dope. And right in the middle of my sermon, God has just given me a song, and I start singing, and it just shift the whole atmosphere. You know, that's what's really been happening. So it's like God is like, I'm going to take your music now, and I'm really going to put it out front right now. But I want people to not just know you for music. I want them to know you for your true calling, which is ministry. So, yeah, that's what it is.
And music and ministry go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Have the lyrics changed? Have the, not that you were writing this raunchy or any kind of music, you know, prior, but have the lyrics changed in your writing now from what you were writing before?
Yeah, pretty much they have. But the thing about me, I've always understood, for me, I can't speak for nobody else. Music, this is a gift that God has given me. You know, I battled with it over the years like so many other artists and producers that come up in the church. You know, everybody has their own revelation of what you can do and what you cannot do. You just got to know who you are. So I have a project coming out soon. It's called Candyland. And in Candyland, it may sound a little weird, but in Candyland, it's just all love songs. I can talk about love. God is love. Okay. And, you know, I know about love. Like you said, I'm not singing anything raunchy, anything crazy. But, yeah, I still got music that got to come out, and I'm going to release that music. You know what I mean? Being a man of God or whatever, I'm still going to put that stuff out because, you know, I acknowledge God before I make any song, before I make any record, any track, whether it's a hip-hop track, whatever it is. It's like, yo, that gift is from God, so I gotta put that out. So, yeah, the lyrics change, but I'm still Kenny Black.
Okay. Jeff, can we listen? Can we listen to one of Kenny's songs right now? Which one should we do? Everything, My Everything, Jesus My King. Which one should we start with?
All right, can I set it up?
Set it up. Yeah.
All right, so this song, we'll go with Jesus My King. This is a little different for me because when I found out that I was going to Africa, you know, it's like I heard the voice of the Lord say, "I want you to write a song," and I'm like, okay, that's how He deals with me. He was like, I want you to write this for Africa. And I didn't know what I was getting into. So I did the song, not knowing when I got over there that the people would receive the song on a whole nother level. Yeah. You know, so this song this is not your typical Kenny Black. This is something different. It was driven for Africa.
Okay.
So it's called Jesus My King.
All right, let's go.
We lift a war cry to the nation.
Shout out to Grace
Let
Morton.
the name of Jesus run swiftly through the earth, from the east to the west, from the north to the south, as a witness unto every nation bows and every tongue confesses. We call forth revival in Africa. Let fire break out in the villages, in the cities, in the bloodlines. Raise an army, oh God, clothed in power, crowned with authority, walking in dominion, unashamed, unstoppable. Awaken a generation on fire for Jesus, walking in His light, carrying His glory. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Jesus, my King, my Lord, my King, my Lord, my King. Jesus, my Lord, Jesus, my King, my Lord, my King, my Lord, my King. Heartbeat of the motherland, rising through the ground. Africa's waking up, hear the shaking sound. Feast on love, and the Spirit takes the lead. We move with Jesus' power, that's all we need. Shadows tremble when we call His name. Mountains bow low, nothing stays the same. Lift your hands high, let the warrior sing. We stand united under Christ our King. Jesus, my Lord, Jesus, my King, my Lord, my King, my Lord, my Jesus, Jesus, my Lord, Jesus, my King, my Lord, my King, my Lord, my King. From Lagos winds to Congo rain, from South Africa plains to Ghana terrain. Every nation echoes with the holy sound. Chains fall off when His glory come down. He's a banner, He leads the fight. Fire in His eyes.
think about that?
That's dope.
Thank you.
That's dope. And I know I asked you before the show, but I'm going to ask you again for, everybody who is watching. What part of Africa did you go to?
I was in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghana.
Okay.
Originally, see how that came about is crazy because I thought we were scheduled to go to Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I think they recalled all their world leaders, and then they replaced them.
Oh, God. Okay.
So we couldn't get a visa to go over there.
Okay.
You need a visa to get over there, period. So they kept pushing it back. And man of God that I went over there, who was like my big brother, Apostle Omar Morton, he was like, yo, let's go to Ghana. He was like, yo, we could go to Ghana easy. I got a church over there. I got some doors. So I was like, he was like, let's just make the best of it. Let's just go. I'm like, I want to go. It's Africa, man. Let's go.
So where did the song come in? Who requested the song? How did that part work?
Well, like I said, when I found out that we were originally going to go to Nigeria, the Holy Spirit was like, yo,
make a song.
Make a song.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in the studio and I made 4 records within like 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It just start flowing.
Yeah, it was just
start
flowing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I went with, when I played it for him, he was like, yo, I sent it over there, and they like, yo, who is this guy? How did he know our sound? Like, he's been over here before? I was like, no, he's never been to Africa. They was like, we want that. So we end up taking it to Ghana, and I end up singing, and oh man, it just exploded.
Wow, but that is so dope. And you just casually say, yeah, because, I just went to Africa, just made some music. I mean, I didn't do that today. You know what I mean? But, you can just casually add that to your resume amongst all the other things that you have done prior to this. Right. And you know what? Tell everybody just some of the things that you had done, some of the music that you have written, the shows and tours that you have played on prior to this. Just let the people know.
Oh man, there's so much stuff I'm gonna forget, but I will say I placed I gotta say this first. I placed my very first record. I think I was 21 years old, and I'll be 47 next month. On G Dep's album with P Diddy. Yes, I said P Diddy. We know what's going on in the world, but that was a blessing for me to be a part of that. So I placed my first record on him. And I've worked with artists, Rick Ross. I did some Lil Wayne stuff. I've done, what else? Some Jaheim stuff. What else? I did some records. I wrote some records with Marvin Sapp. I did 3 records on him that came out. I work with a lot of artists that the music just never, came out, but I was blessed to work with them. I did some Desiree Coleman Jackson stuff. I did her whole project. I did Naya, most of Naya's stuff. That stuff went all over the world. Shout out to Naya.
Happy birthday, Nap.
I did. Yeah, we got so many #1 records all over the world. That just blows my mind to even hear about that. What else? I toured with Total. I was their musical director and drummer. So it was just me on stage. That was a beautiful thing to do. I don't even know.
And so much more.
It's so much more.
That's what we say in marketing when we can't say everything. We'll just say, and so much more. I mean, again, I just wanted the people to know who you are because, most times you only see the people who are out front all the time, and you never know the people that do so much behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're sitting next to. You don't know the folks that are actually doing and creating most of the sounds that you like or the lyrics that you like or the stuff you're singing or bopping to. You never know. So, I'm glad we have platforms like this where you can see those faces and hear those names. And, people saying, well, who is this guy? Okay, you went to Africa and, but it's like, no, this is someone who has done a lot of the sounds and a lot of the music that you all have listened to here that is now taking a lot of that over to Africa.
I got to say this too because I'm glad you said it. It just came back to my mind. I was able and blessed to score. I forgot which year. Don't get me wrong. I don't remember, but it was a few years ago. Napa know this because he has every detail. One thing about Nap, he got every detail. I scored a lot of the music for the World Cup. some years ago. Yeah, a lot of the music. I did 9 countries on the Telemundo channel and some other stuff I did. Yeah, that's behind the scenes. They paid me a nice check. For that. And I'd never been to any of those countries. And I had a deal with a company called Double Red, shoe deal. I did a lot of stuff some stuff I forgot about.
And a lot of stuff that you are proud of.
Yeah, I really am.
Proud of. It's a part of your resume, a part of your repertoire, a part of your career, a part of the experiences that you had. And I'm sure a lot of what you can talk about in ministry. Yeah, a lot of those experiences, and especially because it's the music industry. I mean, that's just there's a lot that goes on, and people are hearing about it now. The general public is hearing about all the stuff that may or may not have gone on in studios or on tours or backstage or behind the scenes. So it's like being in the pulpit now, you could be like, maybe it may not be it. Watch yourself, stay safe, all of the things. So, that was all a part of the experience leading up to where you are now and wisdom and knowledge that you can share.
Yeah, and I use a lot of that. I think that's why God placed me in the position that He's placed me now, because I have the experience. I can talk. It's like somebody, I always often use this. How could you tell me, tell a person that's smoking cigarettes, you should quit, quit, but you never smoked.
Yeah, right.
It's good to tell them that, and you come with information that's great, but I think it'll resonate a little bit more with somebody who has quit smoking. You know what I mean? So that's the same thing. Like when I'm speaking, it's like, I'm giving you raw experience. Like I know what it is to, I don't care to say I've been to this person's house and that person's house, and it's like, what? Like, what happened? Nothing. I've been there though. You know what I'm saying? So, so I can minister from a pure place, and such a place where they just like, I know this guy got something to say. Like, I know it's real. So yeah.
And I think I think personally that is amazing, that you have something to share and you have something to impart. And this is personal wisdom and God using your stories, your personal stories, the things you went through or whatever you suffered through or whatever you saw. None of that was in vain. Right. All of that was so that you can take that and use it because you are a vessel to help other people. Yeah. So, I think, all of that is great. For the youth, because we talked about this a little bit before we started the show, for the youth, what advice would you give them going into the music industry now with the way because things clearly have changed.
Completely.
Yeah. So what is your advice on that?
That's a good question because, like I said, I'm 47. I have sons, and they're all musicians and producers. I have a son, David. He's a producer, a rapper. My other son, Caleb, he's younger. He's the youngest. He's getting into the producing and singing. So what I would do, I would just tell you, just be consistent. That's the key, consistency. If you love making music, do it with all of your might. No matter if you see a check, you see a stream, whatever it is, if that's something that you want to do and it's your passion, just go after it. Don't be lazy. Just be consistent with it because it's going to pay off. Because at one time, I was going to sell all my equipment. I'm like, and I done been here. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be making this type of money. I'm supposed to be doing this. And God is like, no, you're not supposed to be doing that. I have something totally different
for you
and planned for you. I'm going to utilize all of that stuff that you got, and I'm going to help some other people along the way, because I've helped a lot of people. I've opened a lot of doors for a lot of people. I don't get credit for it, and it's okay. I used to be bitter over it. A few people have become celebrities and stars off of me. Being with me and all of that stuff, and I've never spoke about it. And, privately, if you let that beat you up, you could become bitter.
You become very bitter.
Because you would think, when you rocking with certain people, it's like, we're going to do this, we're going to do this when we get to this point. But when you get to that point, you don't turn back and be like, bro, I got you. So that right there, will cause you to become discouraged. But I had to realize, God just used me to be a conduit for you to get to where you need to get to. But he has a greater plan for me.
Completely
so
different.
what I would say to the youth is, no matter what it looks like, if you believe in your heart that this is what you're supposed to do, just do it until you see results. No matter if you really want to do this, I don't care how long it takes, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, you're 47. You've been blessed to have an amazing career that has spanned over 20 some odd years. And now you're at the point where it's like, okay, I've done some of this, I've done some of that, I've been in this space, I've been in that space, and now God is moving you on to what's next. Yeah. So for the youth, if this is what's in your heart, if this is what you're feeling, if this is what you wake up and you can do without making money, right? It's like continue on with that. Continue on with that. Like you said, there's still some songs within you that you still need to write. Secular music, gospel music. Where are we going with this now? Is there a mixture of both?
I mean, because I'm out of the box, and like Jesus, he was out of the box. When they was looking for him, he was like, "Yo, why are you with them?" Paraphrasing it. He was like, "Yo, I'm with they don't need you don't need the Savior. They need me. I'm chilling with them." I mean, that's really my motto. With the music, yeah, it's gonna be some love songs. It's gonna be some all of that. I'm not gonna push the button too far based off of who I am. I'm not gonna misrepresent myself. But yeah, it's whatever I'm feeling, whatever God has given me. I got a song called "My World" that's coming out. It's saying "You are my world." It's a love song. So those songs is gonna come out. Right now, where he has me in Africa, and I consider myself to be a musical genius. I really do, and that's not tooting my own horn. I believe I'm a musical genius. So. If it's coming from God, I gotta release it. I'm gonna die empty.
Listen, that's what we supposed to do. That's what we supposed to do. Jeff, well, let's get another one. All right, let's cue up another song. What else do we have here?
All right, so we could go to "My Everything" because both of these songs is out. Shout out to Jason Hendrickson and All Things. They released this record for me, All Things Music Group. These two records, "Jesus My King" and "My Everything." So shout out to All Things Music Group.
Okay. So let's go to "My Everything" right now.
This is Africa, y'all.
All right, we get a snippet.
You picked me up when I was falling, gave me strength when life was calling. Through the fire, through the pressure, you held my heart just like a treasure. My hope when I got no voice, my peace when I can't find choice. From the desert to the shoreline, your mercy follow me divine. I love you, you are my everything. No one above you, you are my everything. I love you, you are my everything. And I will praise you, you are my everything. From Soweto streets to Nairobi sunrise, your favor lift me up, I rise. Enemies gather, but they all scatter, 'cause you surround me like living water. You turn my midnight into dancing. Every trailing now advancing. Mountains moving, storms all coming. Your name alone is everlasting. I love you, you are my everything. No one above you, you are my everything. I love you, you are my everything. And I will praise you, yeah. You are my everything. Baba, now it's you, yeah.
All right.
What's
All right.
up? What's up?
This
Talk
is-
to me. Talk to me.
This is listen, because I done went from gospel completely secular at this point. This is a whole Jersey club song. Right? I'm just saying, this is a whole Jersey Club song. You need a whole Jersey Club remix, and you need to have everybody with their fans out in the middle of the floor doing a line dance.
Word, that's how you feel about it?
I'm just saying that's where I went with it.
That's what's up.
Immediately.
That's what's up.
You need a Jersey Club remix, and you need to give this to the DJs, and we need a line dance.
I gotta get that to Norm ASAP. Norm, you need this record, Norm.
Listen, my head immediately. I'm like, this is a line dance. Sandy, Norm's wife. Sandy, let's go. You always coming up with line dances.
Wow.
It's this one right here. This needs to be, shout out to Norm, who right now is at Miller's. He does Miller's karaoke on Tuesday nights. Wow. Shout out to him. On Friday nights, he does something else. You need to remix this. This needs to be a Jersey Club remix. Wow. You need to, yeah.
Wow, that's what's up, y'all.
You need to dance to this. Now. You need to dance to this. I'm serious.
Okay.
That's immediately, sorry, God, because if you had it, other means. But
that's what's up.
I'm just saying, that is where my head immediately went to.
Wow. That's a blessing to hear that. See, the cool part about making music for me is like, to make music and to hear other people's response. That's what's dope about it.
Yeah.
Because it could be dope to you, and somebody else could be like, but I think I've reached a point, in my life where it's like, I know that it's gonna be good. Everybody has their own preference and their taste, but I think I'm gonna serve you something that you may like. You know what I mean? You may be like, oh, I like that macaroni over there, but I'll have that later. I don't mean I don't like it, but I have it later. I think that's how my music is, because I've been blessed to be able to touch every genre, and a lot of producers can't do that. So for you to say that just sent me through the roof. I'm probably gonna make a record when I get home tonight.
Jersey Club.
Okay.
Take that, remix it, Jersey Club, hand it back over, send it to all the DJs, line dance it.
Okay.
That's all. I'm.
Well, you got the connects. How about I send it to you and Norman? Y'all make
listen
it happen.
and let's get it moving.
You put it out there, so let's go.
And let's get it moving. It's
all
not
right.
like we don't have a warehouse of DJs right here. You know what I mean? So we could definitely get that moving. But seriously, that is the first thing I heard. That's the first thing that came to mind. Okay. So, Jersey Club, line dance. Let's go. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it. Okay. All right. I love that one. See,
I'm enjoying myself. I mean, I knew I was gonna enjoy myself, but I'm really enjoying myself right now.
Right. No, but seriously, no. That is the summer line dance.
Wow.
That is the summer line dance.
Okay.
It's happy. It's upbeat. It's talking about love, and for those who don't normally watch the show, everything I've talked about has been about love lately. Like everything is about love. I've been talking about not just, God's love, but I've been talking about Black love and healing the gap, and bridging the gap and healing the divide, and all of these things anyway. So, the lyrics, obviously we talking about God, but once it gets to Jersey Club, that can become interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, by the time the summertime comes out and, people are coming back out the house, it's warm, it's nice, and yeah.
All right, I'm on it.
Let's get that popping. All right. So we talked about, your transition into ministry, right? And we talked about how 9 times out of 10, those that are called will typically run from, your calling. What? I don't want to say transition, because I don't want it to sound like you have not always been, a spiritual person, or you haven't always been,
I get it.
What is that transition like? What is that? Most run because most don't either feel like they're not equipped, or they'll feel like they're not qualified. And some, it's like, ooh, lifestyle. I don't know if this is, if this is something I can do, want to do.
Okay.
What is that transition like, as far as how you continue to show up in the rest of the world? What does that feel like?
Well, I struggled with it for a long time because I'm like, I have a father that's an apostle. So to see a man not only preach, but live what he actually preach. God never called us to be perfect. He's the perfect one. But to actually see someone and live with someone that when he preaches on Sunday, not talking about anybody else, but when he preaches on Sunday, that what he preaches, he lives throughout the week. I was like, God, I ain't ready for that. That ain't, I got this going on. I'm trying, you know what I mean? Like, that's how church over. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like that. Right. That right there held me back. But I heard a message, which really let me know. And I have friends that are preachers that are around me. And it's like, yo, man, you could do it, man. The call of God is on your life. And but what really helped me, and I told him this personally, was my brother Dietrich Haddon. He preached a message that I heard him preach, and he was basically saying something on the lines of God is going to use all of that stuff that you got going on. He's going to use all of that to touch somebody's life because they will be able to identify. So when they see you, it's like, yo, that's Kenny Black. Let me check him out because I know where he come from. You feel me? So that was like the first little bit where it was like, all right, I'm gonna step out. And then one day I was just like, yo, God, I'm going to give you a yes. And God was like, you know what? I never called you to be perfect. Just follow me. You know what I mean? I can't walk in my father's shoes. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, you know what? You can't walk in your father's shoes. Just follow his footsteps. So God was like, no, you do what I told you to do. Don't worry about all that stuff. I'll deal with that.
Yeah.
So once I found that out, it was like, let me just take one step at a time. And that's what I've been doing. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But it's like, yes, Lord, nevertheless, not my will. Your will be done. And I'm finding out the more that I embrace what he's giving me, doors is opening tremendously. I just got back from Africa. I'm going back Saturday.
Let's go into that. You going back?
I'm going back. Shout out to Apostle Omar Morton, who's God used to open the door for me. I believe Sunday, I forgot the name of the church, but it's a huge platform.
You going back to Ghana?
I'm going back to Ghana.
Okay.
And I'm going to sing Jesus My King on a huge stage. In Africa, they say when something is good, they say too much. So it's like too big. That's the type of stage I'm going to be on. It's like it's too big. It's too much. You know what I mean? If you got a lot of money, you got too much money. But that's a good thing for them. So that's the type of environment that I'm walking in, and just seeing what God is doing when you just say yes and just give him all your plans, all your thoughts, whatever. Like, God, it's yours. Like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I trust you. Even through my imperfections, through all of that, I know you got me.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. And so, so this trip in Africa, you're going back to sing.
Sing and preach.
Okay. Singing and preaching there.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I got a chance to sing and preach. It was, I don't want to say accidentally because God doesn't do anything accidentally, but to me, it was like, oh, okay, I thought I was just going to sing. But he opened the door through my singing for me to actually minister on a Sunday morning out there. And it's like, come back.
What is that like? What is that spirit like in Africa?
It's amazing. It's so different because America, I would say this, church in America is wonderful. Like I've been in church my whole life, but African church, the people are so hungry. You know how you go overseas and they appreciate music a little bit different than we do over
here.
They
appreciate American music.
Yes. So it's like somebody like, shout out to Joe, who's a friend of mine or whatever. Somebody like a Joe, he plays music over here is great. We love Joe. but Joe overseas is a different Joe. Like
Shout out
it's
to
like,
Norm. Is #1 in Germany.
Okay,
so
you see what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yes,
So same thing. So, but when
Yeah.
you in church, the spirit, they allow the spirit to move so tremendously. It's like the people are hungry just to see you do it. They're hungry and they're just a loving people.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it dope.
Yeah. And what is it? But I mean, okay, so that's the music part. But what is it like to preach in Africa?
It was very different.
Yeah.
It was very different because the American style of preaching, I was told before I actually did it, if you're not an established preacher, the people, it's almost like, I don't want to say they will sit on you, but they will kind of sit on you. But if you're giving the word, they're going to listen. But if you want them up out of their seats, there's a certain style of the African preaching. So I had to learn that fast. Like even what they're praying, there's like they chant when they pray.
Okay.
It's like there's music going on and they're just like, it's like a whole thing, like, and it's rhythm and everything. And it's just like, you know, I'll get a chance to show it to you on my phone.
Yeah.
Like when we off camera or whatever. But it was very different. But I was blessed to be able to be a chameleon and to be able to just adapt to the atmosphere. And I'm like, yo, this is nothing but God. You know, I came one way, and then God was just like, just do you.
Yeah.
I got the mic. They gave me the mic. I started singing. We were singing for an hour and 45 minutes. So it was different. You know what I mean? But I loved it.
I can imagine what that must feel like. And you know, like you said, the spirit in the atmosphere here, but actually being in Africa. And if it's like connection and just on that soil has to be
it was crazy.
A whole out of body experience.
Yeah, it was really different. The way God used me, I was like, who is that guy? Like when I look back, I'm like,
is that me?
Is that me?
Is that Kenny?
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
In Africa?
Wow, that's okay, God. You know, because the people were hungry. They were just like, yo, more. When I sing Jesus My King, you would thought I was Michael Jackson the way they was acting. So imagine that on every level of everything. It's like, you know, how can we serve? You my brother. We love you. When are you coming back? I'm getting text messages. We miss you. When are you coming? We waiting for you. We don't talk like that.
Listen, you
there.
might have to just move your family. Y'all might have to just have a second home in Africa somewhere.
Hey, man.
Be snowbirds.
Go
there for the winter.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
Look, we got one more song. Jeff.
Let me set this one up.
Yeah,
so this one is
up.
not out. This is Can't Make It Without You. This is something that I tested this out in Africa too.
Okay.
As soon as it came on, they was moving to it. This has a slower vibe.
Okay.
But this one isn't out yet.
Okay. All right, let's go, Jeff.
I can't make it without you. That's for sure. I tried so many different things, but nobody compares to you. Hey. You're my king, Jesus. Yes, sunrise in my spirit, but my nights was cold. Tears on my pillow, yeah. Lord, you already know. Tried to walk so low, but I lost control. Every step without you, my heart felt broke. From Africa to Jersey, hear my breath in the air. Hands to the heavens, feel your power right there. When the storm started talking, you silenced my fear. Without you, Jesus, I'm nowhere. I can't make it without you. Jesus, no. Let me say it again. I just can't live without you, Jesus. No. Heartbeat in the rhythm like the drum in the street. Holy Spirit moving every time I breathe. I was drowning in doubt.
Right. Can't make it without you.
I think that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite. I think of all three tonight, I think that one is my favorite.
What vibe it give you? Because I'm gonna see if it give you the same vibe it gave my
me-
sister. Like
I don't know. For me, it's like more R&B, sit back, relax. You know, you vibing.
Yeah.
You know, like you sway a little bit.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Somebody told me, they was like, that make me want to just pick up a drink and chill.
Well, that's
like, that's a colada right there. I need that. I was like, wow, okay, I feel you.
Yeah. That's
beach
that.
vibes.
Definitely beach
Okay.
vibes. Definitely beach vibes. You know, definitely a nice little pina colada.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, nothing heavy. Yeah. That's my
what's up.
favorite.
Okay.
That's
out
my
next.
favorite. Because when I'm cleaning the house on Saturday morning, I'm going to put that on. I'll put that on. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to dance around. I'm going to grab all my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything to that particular beat. I think that is my favorite.
That's what's up. Thank you.
That's my favorite. The other one is a club banger.
Yeah.
But this one is my favorite.
Ooh,
But this
okay,
one is
that's
my
good,
favorite.
that's good.
Yeah, the other one is definitely a club banger. But this one is my favorite though.
Thank you.
So again, you said obviously, you know, the Holy Spirit is just saying to you, do this, write that, this. Are you in any particular? Can the Spirit hit you anywhere? Can you just be sitting here, right now, and then go home to your studio and just like, boom, I gotta write this, I gotta make this.
Absolutely.
The sound just comes. I gotta put all the instruments on. I gotta lay down the tracks. Like, how does that process work for you?
Well, you just said it.
Okay.
It can hit me that way. It already did. When you said, it started when you said about the club song. Like, I already got the whole thing. It's popping in my head right now. So, you know, the cool thing about being blessed with this gift, I think Nap asked me one day, I think it was Nap, he was like, yo, how do you do what you do? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know, because all of those songs you guys heard, I've mixed, mastered, produced, written, sang. Everything is me. You know what I mean? So to be able to have that gift and to do that on any level, a lot of times it could be something that I'm going through. The song, Do Me Like You. Was it Do Me Like You? Wait, on Marvin Sapp, which I put up today. I was like, yo, that's real dope. And you text me back, my team does their research. I'm like, okay, that's what's up.
Does their research.
That song was birthed through pain. I was driving home and I was going through something and I just started crying and singing it. Yeah. And then now it's on the world stage. So, you know, it just depends, man. Like I move off of just vibe and energy. That's how it works.
Okay.
So yes, I can. Yeah, I got something tonight. I'm definitely going to work.
It just comes through because you have so many people, right? You have so many people, and we talked about this before the show too, where you got to smoke first to get creative.
I don't need that.
You got to drink first to get creative.
Yeah.
You know, so you know people are on deadlines with tracks, and you got to have this many and that many, and people are smoking and drinking and doing all of this stuff to try to get this creative energy and try to get to this creative space in their heads. And for you, you don't. That's not something that you have to do.
I mean, to each his own, because I understand there is a vibe that happens. So whatever your vibe is, that's your vibe. But for me, it's like, Lord, this is how I approach it. I may hear something, I say, Holy Spirit, I thank you for giving me the sound that you want tonight. I thank you that it will go out and it will touch the whole wide world. In Jesus' name, amen. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sincere about it. And then it comes one melody. I may hear a melody. I may have a conversation, and then the melody is right there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go home and work on this right now.
Yeah.
So it's about being sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, about being sensitive. I'm glad you said that because I want to use that as a transition, right? So again, we talk about love a lot on this show. We talk about relationships a lot on this show, and we talk about balance a lot on this show. You're a musician. You're a creative. You have a family, you have sons, you have a wife, you have a full household full of other people outside of your creativity. How do you balance it all?
Well, sometimes it's difficult, but it's about having a partner that understands, and she definitely understands my craziness.
Right.
The craziness, the gift. because having a gift, the gift of music, and being so multi-talented, sometimes I can find myself all over the place. It's like 1 minute I'm here, the next minute I'm doing this, and it's but to have somebody that can say, I understand that. Mm-hmm. Go out for 7 months and make that money. Don't worry about it. I'll hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what helps. And my kids are into music too, so it's like all day long. Some drums. I'm not probably home right now. My son is probably playing drums or the organ or something. I got a whole studio and everything in my house, so it's music all day long. So that's how I'm able to we're able to balance, because you know, she could be sleeping or the kids are sleeping. I'm up in the studio at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't have a soundproof studio where I'm at now. So, you know, I try to keep it to a minimum at a certain time of night, but they just sleep through it because we're used to it.
They're used to it by now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, just being able to chase that dream and just be like, you know what, this right here, it means something. This is going to take us to the next level.
Yeah.
That's where the balance comes in. Because it could be like, I can't say that word. Shut that off. You know, it's never that. It's like, okay, I got to do what you got to do. So, yeah. Shout out.
We had an event. Yes, shout out to your family. Shout out to
my
your wife. Yeah.
You know, my family. Yeah, absolutely.
We had an event in October where we were discussing creatives and folks in entertainment and how you balance love and partnership and companionship and relationships in that space. And is that difficult? And shout out to Tobias and Michelle, who were our keynote speakers. And they were talking about, you know, Tobias being out. Not only Tobias being an actor, Michelle has been an actress too, on a number of different things, but Tobias being an actor, and he's always the love interest.
Tobias.
Yeah.
I think I did something with him. That's the dark-skinned guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did something with him a few months ago in Newark, right? On
Yes.
Delancey Street.
Yes.
Yeah, I was the band with V Music. Yeah.
Yes.
I know, that guy's a cool guy.
Yeah, so shout out to Michelle and Tobias.
Okay.
They're good friends of mine, but you know, he was in Best Man. He was the love interest of Sanaa Lathan. He was in the Ladies Show. He was the love interest of Jill Scott. He was in another show. He was the love interest of Tika Sumpter. He was in this show. So he's the love interest of all of these beautiful women at all times. He's married. He's married to Michelle.
Yeah.
And we talked about that because it's how do you find the balance? How do you maintain your lifestyle with what you need to do creatively?
Yeah.
Right? Because like you said, as a creative, you are somewhere off over here. And it's like, yes, this needs to get done in the house. Yes, you need to spend time with your partner.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to do all these things. But in your head, you may have 30 songs going like this.
Absolutely.
That
That's
you
how
need
it works.
that you need to get out. And you're like, okay. You know, so one of the main things that we were talking about is just make sure you're choosing the right partner.
Absolutely.
Because
Gotta have an understanding.
Right. Otherwise, it can hamper, you know, your creativity.
And most of the times with most people that are really creative, if they can't find that balance, they going with the creativity. It's like, I'm not choosing you over my creativity.
I had a playwright that was in studio. He's a playwright and he's a singer, and he's been a playwright for years now. He has a show that is on the road. He is also a singer as well. And he was there in the audience, and he was like, I don't have a partner because I can't do it.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I don't know when and or if I will be able to do it because I'm constantly writing. I'm writing shows. I'm writing plays. I'm doing music. I'm doing this. And he said, and I don't know if I can have that balance. Yeah. So it's just like our relationship coach Trev, who was just here last week. He said, you know, it's about educating yourself and educating yourself on what it is you need and how things need to be done. And if you're not exercising that, then you're just going to go into a relationship as a creative, and it may or may not work out for you.
Yeah.
So. I think that's an amazing thing that you're able to balance that and be successful at all the things.
Yeah, it's about having that strong individual, that strong partner that pushes and supports you. Shanika supports me tremendously. Like sometimes when I don't, I may have given up on myself. She's like, "What are you doing? You better get in that studio." And I'm like, you better go get in that studio and work.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean? So, understanding, you got to have, because every relationship is different. So I may be able to give you some advice, but you might just take a piece of that. It don't mean that all of my advice is right for you, because your relationship may be different.
Yes.
And I think respecting each and everyone's relationship, you know what I mean? I think that's where it's cool, because we may do some things in our relationship that you can't do. So don't say that it ain't working or that's the wrong thing to do. What works for us or what works for you, that's, you just got to have an understanding between the individuals. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're coming to the end of our interview, but I just need to know what's next. What's next?
Well, I'm releasing these songs. You just heard the last song. That's next, and I got some more that's following. I actually did a record last night. That's pretty crazy.
Okay.
So I've been like on this music thing every night. So it's Africa, preaching. I don't know what God is gonna do next. I'm open for whatever He's gonna do.
Whatever He got for you.
Whatever He got for me.
Yeah.
That's what's next.
That's what's next. Listen, I know what's next here because you said you're giving us another theme song.
Yeah. I got
you said you're giving us another theme song because the old one is outdated at this point, and now we need a new one. So
okay, you said melodic and all of that. I caught it.
Yeah, like what was the last song? Africa.
Can't Make It Without You.
Listen,
something similar on that vibe.
Yes.
You know what? That you might you could catch me, because that's the vein I'm in right now. I'm in this. I'm just locked in these particular melodies. So
I love that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah, that's I could see me and B be at our events and you play that. Like we just, we might have a pina colada, we might not. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the pina coladas.
I'm just saying, if somebody play our theme song, you know what I mean? And we start vibing.
What did I do last time for y'all? I did just like a chorus, right? Because it was for.
The chorus was
I remember it, but I'm saying it was just a chorus. I didn't do a verse, right? It was just the chorus for.
Yeah, it was just the chorus.
So that's what you want.
It was
the same thing.
High heel. It was It was.
So something like just the chorus, right?
Nice, easy, nice, simple.
Okay.
Nice, easy, simple. Yeah. So that's what's next here.
Okay.
Whatever God has for you, He has for you. But for us here, it's a theme song.
Okay. But I want to say shout out to you because, you were you were great. Just like, because a lot of times when I pay attention to a lot of stuff. Sometimes when you do interviews, people don't allow you to express yourself. They just talk over you. Like you spoke, you asked the questions, and you allowed me to speak and express. So we were able to have that dialogue. So that's really dope. I know you do this on a professional level. You do this on a greater level, even greater. But I believe even there are some greater things that's even coming for you. That's greater. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, I received that. Thank you so much. That's dope. That's awesome. This was great. You're going back to Africa.
Yeah, I am.
And then when you come back, I'm sure you'll have more music. You'll have more songs. You got to bring them back here.
I will.
And at this point, we already know we're going to be working together because, listen, you got a club banger coming out by the summer anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you don't put it out there. Oh, look, she don't put it out there. So now I gotta uphold to my word.
We got a club banger
and
coming.
Yeah, I'm really like, I'll get it done.
Yeah.
And y'all make it work, do what it do. I'm down for it. Like,
okay.
Let's make it go viral.
That's what it's going to do. That is what it is going to do. It's going on TikTok. We got it on the TikTok page.
Okay.
It's going everywhere. That's all I'm saying. Jersey Club remix is coming. Okay. It's coming. Listen, thank you so much. It's been too long. We cannot allow it to be this long again.
Okay.
Because you're talking about you were here pre-pandemic. That had to be like 7 years ago. Yeah. So we cannot allow it to be 7 years again. You got to come back a bit sooner. Mm-hmm. Maybe after this goes viral, you come back in studio if you have time by then.
No, I always got time for you. What are you talking about? Stop playing.
If you have time. But this was great, and thank you so much for doing it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Listen. Great interview tonight. We have talked about everything from God to ministry to music to producing, giving some tips and tools to the youth. and we had a great interview tonight. Listen, shout out to Queen B, who should be back in the studio with us as of next week. Love you guys for watching. Love you guys for listening. You already know our mission is to make sure we are healing as a people, and God willing, we will be back here next week, same time, same place, different show. Take us away, Jeff. Bye, everybody.